All right, everybody, we're getting close to the top of the hour. We shall get started here in 2 minutes. Voice off. Okay. How's everybody doing?
What's going on there, sir?
Happening. Yeah. What's happening? Anybody been busy today? Been putting yourselves off day, what? That's how you get to the top of the leaderboard, Mike. You twiddle your thumbs. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I cannot see on my glasses for nothing. I need some of those. I need that cleaner or something. I don't have it. Might have to do something to it. All right, everybody. We're gonna get started in about a minute or so. Do me a favor. This will be the time that as you go through the top and you kind of see on here that if you have different people that you want on this particular Zoom, to make sure that you send them the link last minute so we can get rocking and rolling. I am going to record this Zoom. It's going to be a little bit yesterday, and I'll send out the recording to each and every one of you as well. We got quite a few people on today. Welcome, welcome. All righty.
Hey, said.
Yes, sir. Who is that?
What's up, Miles? I like that shirt, brother.
Right.
Just want to let you know
It's
that.
your size, my man. I appreciate it. It's just size. Hey, y'all keep doing it. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You get way more than shirts.
I like that, man. Appreciate it.
See it.
Appreciate it.
Paying attention. Some of y'all haven't logged into your back office. Some of y'all haven't logged into your back office and figured out that it was Christmas in September, August, whatever month we in. What is it? August? Yeah, August.
Hey, we did say, hey, man.
It's Christmas, right? It's Christmas. It's been crazy around here. It's getting a little crazy.
It's just a warm up for you.
Jay. We just getting started, man. I can't wait to start pushing some buttons to the list. I can't wait.
I remember the 40 different countries and 40,000 people.
We'll have a little fun.
That was just one leg.
A little fun. We'll have a little fun. We're a little bit more excited now, just a chance. All right, guys. 45 seconds, we'll get it rocking and rolling. So again, take a peep at the screen, see if there's anybody that you know that you want on here that is missing. Give them a heads up so we can rock and roll. This is a leaders only Zoom here today. So if you're on this Zoom, it's because you are a leader, or leader, and you are introducing some leaders. Hey, Pan, can you? Hey, Pan, can you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, I see we got a special guest on here. I just noticed. Can
Yes,
you?
sir.
I don't know if that special guest wants to speak at the current moment, but
yes.
you find out if that special guest can come out toward the end of this. Zoom.
Yeah. I'll check on that.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm going to get ready to hit the button and start recording. Do me a favor, if you could, please mute yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep everybody out. I would rather you mute yourself so we can keep the lines open. But if we got some background noise, I want to get a clean recording of this. So please mute yourself if possible. I want to get it as clean of a recording as humanly possible. Keep everybody live. Jeff, I didn't see you here. Jeff, what's going on, my brother? My man, long time no see. I love it. All right, let's rock and roll. Give me 1 second. Let's hit this record button and begin the party. All righty, well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be where you are. If you're checking us out live, super duper shout out to each and every one of you. It's also super duper shout out to everybody that might be checking out the recording here today. Before we get started, I want to ask a favor of each and every one of you that are here. Because of the importance of timing. Give me 1 second. I'm explaining my business. Because of the importance and timing of this particular Zoom, if you could do me a favor and maybe eliminate any distractions that you might have, your automatic income reducer, AKA your television, anything that might have an on or off switch, you know, your BlackBerry, your Blueberry, your Cranberry, your iPhone, whatever that might be distracting you, just like you heard my phone beep in the background. Please focus. We're only going to be about a half an hour or less. I promise I'm not going to go an hour like we did last night and give you the value that you deserve. Now, if you were invited here today, it's because you are a leader of some sort, whether it's inside of the direct selling arena, whether it's inside of your neighborhood, whether it's inside of your particular job, or whatever the case may be, to learn about a phenomenal opportunity that has just recently launched that is changing the lives of a lot of people around the world. And I'm excited to be able to share this opportunity with each and every one of you today. For those of you that might not know me, my name is Cedric Harris. I live in the Florida area. I've been lucky enough to be inside of the direct selling arena for about 22 years. I've been a multiple seven-figure earner inside of this arena, and I've led large organizations in the tens of thousands of people, and I still have organizations right now that are active in the tens of thousands of people, which is one of the reasons why this is a private leader Zoom, because we truly believe in multiple streams of income, and we also believe in not cross-pollinating anything that's out there, because there's money and numerous different niches. So with that being said, let me tell you how this all came about, and then we're going to go into a phenomenal presentation. So really quickly, a very, very good friend of mine that's on here right now, business partner of mine that we've made a lot of money together here in the past, actually gave me a phone call that said, there's something that you really, truly need to take a peep at. And I told him, I said, listen, I'm focused, I'm busy right now, I really don't have the time. However, he said, listen, you really, really, really need to take a look. Now, because of the respect that I have for him, as well as the amount of money that we have made in the past, I said, okay, you got my ear. He got me on the phone with the CEO of this specific company, and we talked for about 30 minutes. And then I made a decision to fly out to Las Vegas to sit down with them and really, truly see what all the fuss was about, and really start to ask some of the tough questions, and really become Alex Trebek on Jeopardy. And what I really saw truly, truly blew my mind. For number one, I've never in 20 plus years have seen the amount of talent that has come together under one roof in one place, whether it's online marketers, whether it's offline marketers, whether it's affiliate marketers, whether it's people who've never been in network marketing before. I'm talking leaders of leaders of leaders that are all come together to converge under this one roof that has been absolutely phenomenal. That was the first thing. Second thing is, when I saw the opportunity and the positioning of the opportunity, it made way too much sense. And what do I mean by that? Inside of the industry of network marketing and direct sales, ladies and gentlemen, in order to make money, you're either going to be a great recruiter, a great business builder, or a great customer gatherer. You're going to be a great recruiter, a great business builder, or a great customer gatherer. Very rarely can you find an opportunity that if you're not a great recruiter, if you're not a great customer gatherer, and you're not a great team builder, that you can still actually make money. That was something that truly, truly intrigued me after being in this industry for so long and knowing that, hey, the average person in network marketing only recruits 2.5 people. It does not matter what company it is. Take any of the companies on planet Earth, put them on the globe and spin it counterclockwise, take a dart and throw it. Wherever it lands, the average person only recruits 2.5 people. So if that's the case, how can people actually make money if they can't recruit and they're not customer gatherers at the same time? So when I saw the unique model of this opportunity, my mind was blown. And today we're here as of right now, because this is being recorded, I won't say the exact number, but all I would say is, as of right now, there is a boatload of people on our team. I won't say the number just on the recording, but there's a boatload of people that are on our team right now. And it comes from the type of talent that we have been able to attract. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the party. And I'm going to share my screen here. So give me one moment and we shall begin. All right, let's see here. All righty. Can everybody see my screen okay? Just nod.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's rock and roll. So the name of the company is called Epic, ladies and gentlemen. The name of the company is called Epic, which stands for Exceptional People and Incredible Compensation. Exceptional People and Incredible Compensation. Now, there's a few things that you're going to learn about this company tonight that I'm going to highly suggest that you pay extremely close attention to. Okay. So the first thing that you need to know about, again, is the type of leadership that has come together under one roof from so many different walks of life, from a corporate perspective as well as a business building perspective. So what is the advantage of this opportunity that you're looking at here today? First of all, you're talking about a comprehensive professional Forex training program, okay? And as you look at some of these things that are on the screen, some of you are gonna be like, well, isn't this typical? Like, aren't these things supposed to happen anyway? You would be surprised inside of the industry of our game of network marketing, how some of these things that you see on your screen currently actually do not happen. We're talking about a strong culture, okay? We're talking about taking care of the people that are taking care of the company. We're talking about having a product in multiple different languages and having extremely effective compliance at the same time, okay? And also the branding that we're bringing to the table. A lot of you are just at the 48-hour mark, and the things that are coming down the pipe are going to be absolutely phenomenal, okay? Now let's talk about the training. First things first, when we talk about Forex, we're talking about the foreign exchange market, ladies and gentlemen. This is a $6 trillion per day industry, a $6 trillion per day industry. Now I want to put this into perspective, okay? I had a mentor of mine who was worth close to $1 billion that I was with every single day, 5 days a week for 2.5 years, that helped me become a millionaire when I was 27 years old, and I'm currently 44 years old right now. And one thing that he taught me when he first helped me get to that first 7-figure level, he said, Cedric, if you really truly want to make money in this world, you find a lane that people are already spending money in, and you stick a toll booth in that lane. Let me repeat that again. You find a lane that people are already spending money in, and you stick a toll booth in that lane. No need to try to reinvent the wheel. So when we talk about Forex, $6 trillion per day, how would you like to take a toll booth and stick it in a lane that $6 trillion per day is happening, whether it's a recession, whether the economy is great, whether whoever the president is, whatever Congress does, doesn't matter, anything that's happening, the Forex market is moving $6 trillion a day, doing way more than what the stock market is doing. How would you like to have a toll booth in that lane? If you feel like you would like to have a toll booth in that lane, everybody just become a bobblehead. Just not. Now, some of you might say, well, what is Forex? I have no idea what it is. Let me give you a quick analogy here really quickly. First of all, I want you to think about the man, the myth, the legend. He happens to be another billionaire that's out there. His name is Richard Branson. And he said, when you are posed a phenomenal opportunity and you don't know whether you can do it or not, just simply say yes and figure it out later, okay? Just simply say yes and figure it out later. So some of you are like, I have no idea what Forex is. Okay, it's cool. It's the foreign exchange market. So if I give you a snapshot of it, I want you to think about the fact that if you leave America today and you go to Canada, you leave America and you go to Korea, you leave America and you go to Germany, you leave America and you go to another country, you have to exchange your dollar for their currency if their currency is not based on the American dollar, okay? Now, all day long, okay, within the Forex market, all these currencies are being traded. They're being traded all day long. And basically, you have the opportunity to be able to make money whether the currency goes up or whether the currency goes down. You're able to do it if it's on gold, if it's on silver, if it's on the yuan, if it's on another type of currency, whatever it is. There's so many different ways to take advantage of the actual Forex market. And what Epic does is we're going to provide you the training. We're going to provide you the training to acquire a skill set that no one can ever take away from you, period, end of story. Now, if I can give another analogy about that as well, there's a lot of marketers that are on this Zoom right now. And I don't know, 4 out of 5 of them are on the leaderboard right now inside of the company. Now, here's what's interesting about that. Because they're marketers, they have developed a skill set that it does not matter what they do because they've developed a skill set. So if I popped on here and said, we were selling chocolate covered ice cream cones that are going to melt in 16 minutes, Well, because they're a marketer, they can sell chocolate covered ice cream cones in 16 minutes because they got email lists and built a brand or whatever the case may be. A skill set that you can never take away. That's what we're teaching here within Epic. We're going to also help you out with you changing your lifestyle. But for those of you that have been with me for a while, some of you that are on here have been with me for 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, 15 years. You understand that one of the things that I teach is not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. See, we're not going to teach this thing about, hey, let's make this money and let's go burn it all. Let's make this money and let's go owe a whole bunch of money to the 3-letter man. Let's be behind the 8 ball for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years with the 3-letter man. Okay, let's not have a trust. Let's not do all these different things. No, we're going to teach you how to make money and also keep it at the same time. Now, because of the fundamentals and ideal of the CEO, as well as the actual corporate staff here, there's going to be so many rewards and opportunities for you to be able to take advantage of so many different things. We actually have a big trip already planned in Cancun that's going to be coming up in about a month and a half to 2 months that a lot of you have already won that you probably don't even know it yet, but we'll break down a little bit more details. As well as you see a couple of things on your screen right now. And we didn't just put that on there because we were bored and decided to grab some images from Google. Okay, this is all about us helping you achieve these things so you can sit still and be sticky within this opportunity. We also understand how important it is to give back with the Epic charity side of the world, as well as with Epic Kids at the same time. So we have a separate division that's going to be doing a lot of donation and doing a lot of smart things inside of the community as well. Then you look at the branding. We're going to have the Epic lifestyle, clothing, gear, and all that good stuff. So you all swagged out and you can represent a really, really good opportunity that's here today. You know, something that we just be a tinge bit excited about. So right now we're talking about this March to 100,000 people. And I can tell you with the steam that's happening every day, with the pre-launch Zooms that have been happening every single day, they've been maxing out at 3,000 people a day. That corporate has been doing Zooms for leaders pre-launching every single day, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. And you're going to be able to verify here. You're going to be able to hear that directly from someone that is very, very special that's on this Zoom that I just figured out about 15 minutes ago. And he's going to share a little bit of that with you as well. So let's talk a little bit about this Epic launch strategy. First of all, right now, tomorrow, we're going into the full-blown pre-launch campaign. Okay, so we literally just got our links within the last, was it yesterday? Yeah, we literally just got our links yesterday, which is crazy how fast the team has grown. Everybody that's on this webinar are leaders. However, the team, if we put everybody that's on the team on this Zoom right now, we might be upgrading our Zoom account. That's how fast this thing has grown within this team already. So the official pre-launch happens on tomorrow. Beginning on tomorrow, there's going to be multiple corporate Zooms that are going to be happening every few hours, okay? And I'm going to give you all the schedule of that. So then you can turn around and put all of your people on these Zooms, as well as you have access to this recording once it's rendered for all the leaders that you want to take a peek at this specific Zoom as well. But every few hours, there's going to be a live Zoom that you can put people on. And we're going to be doing that 7 days a week for the next 30 days. This is how you launch, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to think about a launch. I want you to really, truly think about a launch. And I want to use something that a lot of you already know and understand. Okay, I live in Tampa, so I'm about 2.5, 3 hours from Cape Canaveral, where they do the what? The shuttle launches, right? Now, I want you to think about a shuttle when it leaves the ground. When a shuttle leaves the ground, it literally burns up over 70% of its fuel at liftoff. At liftoff, a full-blown shuttle burns over 70% of its fuel at liftoff. It might be in freaking space for a year. It might be in space for 6 months. It might be there for 2 days, okay? However, 70% of the fuel is burnt at liftoff. Right now, we're at liftoff. And a lot of you are running 24 hours a day right now. I said this yesterday and I'll say it again because me and my buddy Rusty are sitting here right now and it literally just happened. Some of you want to lose some weight and you've been taking weight loss products. And let me explain something to you here really quickly. If you take this launch seriously, you're not going to need any weight loss products. If you keep your headset on and you work all day long, you're going to forget to eat. So you're going to freaking lose some weight regardless, because that's exactly what we're doing right now. In the first 30 days, we already know that we're looking to get 40,000 people within Epic within the first 30 days. And to be honest with you, I really think that's a low ball number. I think we can do 75,000 based upon what's going on right now. 4 live Zooms every single day, 7 days a week for the whole entire month of September. Then we're going to go officially live on October the 1st. On October the 1st, we're going to go officially live. So everyone who's locked in at $19.99, at that point, will upgrade and do their $99. And then we have the first payroll run on October the 9th. Now, why is that so key? Think about the buildup for the first 30 days from September to October, okay? And then think about on September 1, everyone locking in at the $99. And then on October the 9th, it's going to be the first payroll run, okay? With that being said, there's going to be some crazy stories that are going to be created that is going to start to bring in the second wave of people. Because right now you got some people that are sitting still, marinating, pacificating, meditating. Oh, let me see what happens. I don't know. You know, in my Kevin Howard voice. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. No. People that make money make decisions, and people that don't make a decision, they're still making a decision because indecision is a decision. So we're looking to get 40,000 people locked in. And I tell you what, if everybody does what I think is possible here, based on the numbers that we're already putting up right now, there's a good chance that this team could have 40,000 people in 30 days. And I'm not joking based upon the numbers that are already in the box as we speak. So let's talk about the big reason why so many of you are here. Okay, let's talk about the compensation. Now, again, if someone does not recruit a soul, if someone does not gather any customer, we are teaching the skill set of Forex trading. So I want you to think about these numbers here really quickly. Think about these numbers, $99 a month. That's the equivalent to $3 a day. That is less than a cup of Starbucks, okay? Okay, you go get a cup of Starbucks, that's gonna cost you $5. So $3 a day. If we are able to teach your team, which we already know we are capable of doing because it's already been proven, but your team, if they only learn how to make $20 a day trading. Now, I know some of you are like, $20, stop it, Sid. Listen, just roll with me for a second. If they're paying $3 a day and they learn how to make $20 a day, there's no reason to quit. Did you get that part? They're paying $3 a day and they learn and they make $20 a day in Forex. There's no reason to quit. Now, let me put this into perspective again real quick. We do not give any guarantees of income whatsoever. We are not guaranteeing any income from a compensation plan level, and or we're not guaranteeing any income from a Forex level as well. The Forex market is a volatile market. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. However, I always want to say this as well. Keep in mind that the average baseball player makes millions of dollars a year for missing the ball 70% of the time. Feel free to bet 300 and they got to cut you a big check. So let's talk about this comp plan. 3 people. First thing that you want to do is go out and get 3 customers. Simply 3 customers, 3 people that want to use the service, 3 people that want to learn how to trade Forex, 3 people that want to pick up this skill set that can never be taken away from them. When you get 3 people that are not interested in making any money, they're not interested in building a business, they're not interested in building a network like yourself, you have 3 people, your service is free. So that $99 just met David Copperfield. You got 3 customers, poof, your $99 goes away. Next thing that you see, okay? You go out there and gather 10 distributors. For my people that are out there that are builders, you gather 10 distributors, 4 distributors on one leg, 4 distributors on another leg, and 2 distributors on another leg. You go out and gather 10 distributors, okay? This happens to be a dollar for dollar opportunity. So the $99 is 100 points, okay? Somebody's muted right now. I mean, somebody's not muted right now. If you could do me a favor, well, hold on, maybe I can just hit the button again. Hold on 1 second. Let's hit the button again. Okay, there we go. All right. So 10 people on your team, 4 on one team, 4 on the other, 2 on the other team. Ladies and gentlemen, you're making $125 a week, $500 a month. Now let me pause there for a second. I know this is a leader zone, and I know a lot of you are already looking at the bottom of the comp plan right now. Work with me here for a second. It is not about you. It's about the people that you can help. If it's completely about you, you should go sell big ticket. This is not about you. It's the people that you can help. Now, one thing I know about being in the mortgage industry for a long period of time is that the average person who lost their home to foreclosure was simply $350 a month away from keeping their home. That's it. So maybe you're not on here for 500 bucks a month, but think about all the people that you can help that can make 500 bucks a month right now in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a situation where people are laid off anyway, in the middle of a situation where they cut that lovely, sexy unemployment down dramatically. People are losing it. Things are getting interesting right now. So 500 bucks a month could be a free car. That could be rent. That could be half of a rent payment, half of a mortgage payment. You can accelerate your mortgage. You can pay a power bill. You know, you can put it toward different things. Think about that. 10 total people. That's it. By the way, those people, you can have some of those people placed at the same time. Keep that in mind. Next category, we've got 30 people. 12 people on one leg, 12 people on the other leg, 6 people on the other leg. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're making 250 bucks a week in the comp plan. And yes, the company pays weekly. 75 people on your team, 75 total people on your team, 30 on one leg, 30 on the other, 15 on the other. Now you're making $500 a week. Now, some of you have been in numerous different companies before. Some of you are still active right now in those companies. I want you to think about how much does it take for you to make $2,000 a month? What do you have to do to make $2,000 a month in your current opportunity right now? Next step is $5,000 a month, okay? 250 people, 100 on one leg, 100 on another, 50 on the other leg. Now you're at $1,250 a week. Now let's get to the magic number. The magic number. Here's why I call it the magic number. If you ask 90+% of people in network marketing how much money do they want to make, for some odd reason they just pull $10,000 out of the air. $10,000 a month. Some of those people have never seen $10,000 a month ever in their life, but for whatever reason, it's 10 grand a month. So now let's look at the numbers. 500 total people on your team. Did I say 500 personals? No. You see that 3 on the other side, right? You never need more than 3 people, ever. Did I say ever? Ever. For those of y'all from Atlanta, Georgia that are on here, forever, all you need is 3 people. That's it. So everything that's happening within this grid can happen from 3 people. Now, obviously, you're going to be sponsoring more. You got some monsters that are on here that have sponsored 60 people, 70 people, 100 people already. But man, oh man, they only need 3 going across. So by default, they got to place them under other people. Okay? $10,000 a month, 500 total people on your team. You're at $2,500 a week, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's skip to this 50 grand a month here real quick, because I'm sure y'all can read the rest of it. 2,500 people on your team, 1,000 on one leg, 1,000 on the other, and 500 on the other. If I told y'all how many people were on our team right now, you'd be like, there's gonna be some people that's gonna cream this. 2,500 total people on your team, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the number, please. $50,000 a month. Now, if you can't get excited about that, your wood is wet. If you can't get excited about that, your wood is wet. Okay, because I'm telling you, the opportunity is here, and there's really no need for me to go down the rest of the line. There's not a need for me to go down the rest of the line, because this is gonna freak some of y'all out. But is it possible? Yes, but that means that you got to go to work. Now, before I hit the next slide, I want to put something into perspective. I want you to act like you don't see anything right now. Act like you don't see anything on the screen right now. You see absolutely unequivocally nothing. Just act like the screen is blank right now. Everybody with me? You got a blank screen in front of you right now? Okay, great. You got a blank screen in front of you. Remember, if you didn't recruit one person, if you didn't get one customer, we're still teaching you the skill set of Forex trading. So now you're able to make money inside of the market, regardless of whether or not you recruited one, sold, or built any sort of team. So even though you look at this slide right here and you get super excited, even though you're super excited when you look at this slide, I'm here to tell you that you can be building a team or not and make money, and you can feel good and sleep good at night, knowing that, hey, if my team member didn't recruit a soul, but they're learning this skill set, they're still able to win because they can still make money from home. So literally, we're talking about the power of 3. Now, as you see right here, you see a nice success tracker. So let's look at the top of it. It says me. So let's just put you right there. That's you. And I'm going to get this printed out and sent to everybody as well, because you want to be filling in circles. Okay, you want to be filling in circles. We've been doing that all day today, and I've gotten really dizzy. Okay, you're going to be filling in some circles. So that's you at the top where you see me. You got leg number 1, leg number 2, leg number 3. Your whole goal is to help each and every person really, really quickly get their first 3 customers. You want them to help them get their first 3 customers so their service is free. That's the first thing that you want to do. Help them get their first 3 customers. Then we want to start filling in holes. As we start to fill in these holes, we go back to the fact of, okay, we need 10 people, 4 on one leg, 4 on the other, and 2. We want 30 people, 12, 12, and 6. Let's start filling in some holes. 40% comes from one leg, 40% comes from another leg, 20% is coming from another leg. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very simplistic compensation plan. It's also a compensation plan and an opportunity that's in numerous different countries around the world because it is digital, okay? The Forex market is traded worldwide. It's not traded just inside of the United States of America. There aren't any products to ship. I still love product companies. I still have organizations inside of product companies. And one thing that we don't do, we don't bash any opportunity or any companies that are out there, because all of us are in this for the same reason, and that's to get to financial freedom. Some people choose to get there in certain vehicles, but we don't knock that by any stretch of the imagination. If we do anything, we maintain a relationship because we never know what may happen in the future. So we're looking at filling in these holes and creating a full-blown legacy that each and every one of us here can pass down. Each and every one of us can put our families in an opportunity to really, truly change their life. But you know what? I don't want you to just hear this from me. Let me see if I've got my special guest that's still on here. And this special guest actually just popped on here. I had no idea he was coming on. I had no idea. And when I saw him on here, I had to reach out to my partner and make sure that it was cool to bring him on. And I got the text message that it was all good. So hold on one second. Let me grab the Zoom here again. All right, let's see here. Let's go and grab him really, really quickly. So let's see. Look at all these happy faces here. All righty. There he is. There he is. All right, before I bring this gentleman out, first of all, this gentleman is a 20+ year veteran inside of the network marketing arena. He is the VP of Epic. Okay, so it's like the only person past him is the CEO. Okay, he's working with the CEO on a regular basis. He's spearheading so many things that are happening inside of the field. And he's a part of this phenomenal corporate team that we have here. We have access to him, which is the reason why he's on this particular Zoom. I had no idea that he was going to pop on here, so I appreciate the surprise as well. But we're going to bring out VP of Epic, Mr. Mark Sterling. Mark, can you hear me, my brother?
Loud and clear, Mr. Harris. Can you hear me?
I've got you, my friend. Take it away, brother.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I wouldn't miss this call for the world. Man, I saw your shirt and I had on a t-shirt, so I went and changed just to make sure that I was in the proper attire, okay? So guys, look, I'm excited to be on here. I will be effective, but not eternal tonight. I think I know that Mr. Harris has actually summed up in an amazing way. I'm over here taking just tons and tons of notes right here because you know what, we can all learn from each other. And when this whole project started, there was a gap in the marketplace, right? And we understand the same way Mr. Harris said, when you can see that there's some lanes that are available and that people want to travel those lanes, you put a toll booth on them. So before we put that toll booth on them, we had to make sure that we fixed some potholes on that highway. And we went up there and did that. We saw that there was an opportunity in the space. There was a proven model. We saw companies come out here and put in 1 million customers over the last 7 years in projects like this. So we understood that what if we were able to create a model similar to that, where the barrier of entry was lower, where the average person, whether it's the United States or in Nigeria or in the Philippines or somewhere in Latin America, could say, you know what, I don't have to jeopardize my car note, my mortgage, and that to get started. I can actually get started for a very low price point. Now, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, when we turn this on at $19.99, we're going to go out here and we're going to leverage the marketplace because everyone and their mother is going to join for a $20 bill. They want to go in here and I don't care if they're a tire kicker or they're ready to make a purchase. By the time they see the value proposition and the education that we'll offer from the very first day. And I understand this. I don't say it all the time. I don't believe there are haters in the world, but there are a lot of secret lovers, right? There are individuals out here right now saying, you know what, there's going to be an epic failure. Guess what? They're watching. They're creating engagement for us. People are looking because they're talking about us, okay? You know what they're saying? They're saying, hey, it's a Ponzi scheme. They're taking $20 and you know what? They're going to spend your money because they don't have the capital to get started. Everything that we have, the back office, the attorneys, the front office, all of our customer service, it's already paid for. We're a debt-free company, okay? The reason we're charging $20 because we, get this, guys, we are creating the Netflix model. We're going to make sure that people can get in for a low price point, and if they love it, they're going to stay. If they like it, they're going to stay. If they make that $20 a day, they're going to stay. So we're turning on all the education. We're not going to give you a watered down version. You're going to get everything you need out of the gate from the very first day. I promise you that. And here's what I know. Coca-Cola has never compared itself to Pepsi, but the other way around has existed. Here's what I know. There are other companies that started in the space, but other companies came along. I'll give you some examples. Netscape came along and created search engines. AOL came along, created search engines. But guess what? All you really know about is Google. Why? Because they came out and made something better when there was a gap in the marketplace. MySpace said, you know what? We know that there's a need for people to want to gather in a collective form, a community form. But Facebook said we can do it better. This is exactly what we're talking about right now, guys. There was a gap in the marketplace. We have merchant accounts, and to say it in the terminology of my great grandfather, boy, you got a lot on deck. We guys, right now we have individuals. We have 5 merchant accounts. We got 3 on deck. All of them have a multi-million-dollar credit lines. We got payment processors right now that serve 170 countries that can come out the gate and pay people the banked and the unbanked of the world. We serve 34 languages just on the ability to pay commissions. Guys, I want you to understand, we also support over 38 languages for people to get paid, multiple currencies. So guess what? You want to get paid in the rupee? You can be right here in Decatur, Georgia, and get paid in the rupee if you so desire. Or you get a US dollar. You can get paid in the naira, the rand. It doesn't even matter. Here's the thing. If you want to get paid based on your production, we're going to pay you. But we're not just going to pay you. We're going to pay you on time. We're going to pay you for what the production you bring to the company, guys. And the comp plan is so simple, but yet so aggressive. I don't know too many comp plans. Mr. Harris can correct me. He's a seasoned veteran, and I want to thank him for his time on this call. But what I do know is you're not going to see too many people that post $1 million position, and we dare you to hit it. Why? Because we can support the growth, we can support the infrastructure, and most importantly, we can support you from customer service, the payment processing, everything you need. You don't have to look left and right. You don't have to create banners. You don't have to create corporate calls. You can do those things, but we're going to make sure that, you know what, when you ever been bowling before? You took your kids and the little guardrails came up. We're going to make sure that we have all the directional bumpers, and all you got to focus on is rolling your ball down the lane and knocking the pins down. You set them up, we'll knock them down. With that, I appreciate each and every one of you. I can't wait to celebrate each and every one of you because you all are epic. And I've never seen, I'm going to spill it, and I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to. What are they going to do? Tell on me, right? Guys, here's the thing. Okay. Hold, please. With my customer service voice, right? By the way, customer service, you can go to the back office right down. There's a little blue button at the bottom, live customer service. You can actually get one of our 6 live agents from day one. We got a backup system behind that. Guys, there's nothing about this project that's going to say coming soon. Everything is already in play. Hold, please. 13,600 people have joined from the soft launch as of yesterday. Well, I wasn't supposed to say that, but I did. Yeah, I want to say this, guys. You have a unique ability that when 100,000 people join this company, the only question you got to ask yourself is this: how much is my market share? If it's going to happen anyway, why not be in the way? And I'm going to leave you with this one right here. Shouldn't we be first to know at least once in our life? And do not let a 2-figure decision stop you from a 7-figure future. I believe that's possible for each and every person on this call. And I'm going to tell you right now, do not get in this company and try. Do not get in this company and try. Some people say, I'm going to try it. You know what? If you think trying is expensive, wait until you get the bill for doing nothing. Because I promise you by the end of December, this company will be beyond evidence. Because you know what? There'll be so many people on the very first week. Our first pay run is October 9th. And there'll be people that have positioned themselves and go to work because they knew they missed Bitcoin. They're going to go to work because they knew they missed the IPO for Google and Facebook. They're going to go to work because they missed all the, when Yahoo went public. I remember that, and I remember that clearly in excuse me, 1999. I can't forget that. So here's what I know. When we have everyone in the company that actually hits their positions and qualifies on October 1st, we're prepared to pay out I don't know any company that can't wait to pay out everybody because they're qualified. We want to be disruptive. And I dare you be the reason that the needle moves. I encourage you. I can't wait to celebrate you. And because you're on this call, I know who the leader of this call is, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. God bless, take care, and take charge. Stop dreaming small dreams, because small dreams don't have magic.
My man, Mark, thank you so much for coming on, my friend. I truly, truly appreciate it and humbled that you made it to this call. I know you're extremely busy and you took the time out to talk to our leaders here. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, Mark made me think about something that I want to share with you. And some of you that have been with me for a little while, you've heard the story. And then there's a bunch of you that have never ever heard the story. So he gave me this idea, and I'm just going to put it out there. I think it was 2003. Yeah, I believe it was 2003, if I'm not mistaken. Google did its initial public offering, and Google's IPO was underwritten by Morgan Stanley. At the time, I had a Morgan Stanley broker. Okay, his name was Dave Nicholson. I never forget it, in Colorado. I picked up the phone and I called up Dave and I said, Dave, put $500,000 on Google. And he said, Cedric, you're crazy. I said, you knew that before I called. Put $500,000 on Google. He said, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I said, Dave, I'm not using margin money. I'm using mine. If I lose it, I lose, but I really don't think that's going to happen. Put $500,000 on Google. After 20 minutes of talking today, Dave convinced me not to put the money on Google. Now, why did he convince me not to put the money on Google? Dave was around when all the other .com busts came around, and he wasn't feeling good about it. And he said, you get upset when your portfolio is down 10%. If you lose $500,000, my phone ain't gonna never stop. I do not want to hear your mouth. I do not want you showing up over here, and you cut from a different cloth. And he was right. You know, it probably would have been a little bit more than a phone call or two. My daddy ain't raised a sucker. However, he convinced me not to put the $500,000 on there. 2 weeks later, Google was doubled. I picked up the phone and I called up Dave and I said, Dave, what do you think now? He said, I know how you feel. I said, pause. Have you ever lost $500,000 in 2 weeks? He said, no. I said, well, then you don't know how I feel. That's number one. I said, number two, it was my money. It was my idea. You didn't even call me with it. I told you to put my money on it. So here's what we're going to do today, Dave. He said, what? I said, you're fired. I need you to take all my money that's there and move it out. The only thing that you get to control right now are my futures. Everything else is gone. Get out. I'm selling it all. You're not my broker anymore. No, Sid, no. You know my Kevin Hart voice. No. Don't do it, Sid. No. Shut it down, bro. No more. I remember going to my old boss's house, Bill Evers, the richest man in Treasure Island, for my mentor that I was telling y'all about earlier today. Had to be there every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. I sat down with Bill and I told Bill a story about what happened. Bill looked at me and started laughing. I said, Bill, what's funny about that? He said, you know, you guys are hilarious. You just don't pay attention. He said, Cedric, let me ask you a question. How much money does your stockbroker make? I said, I don't know. I think about $300,000, $400,000 a year. He said, that's interesting. I pay you more than that every quarter. Why are you taking financial advice from someone who has less money than you? Dagger, pow, dagger. He said, you should have asked me if I put money on Google. I said, Bill, did you put money on Google? I sure did. Why do I tell y'all that story? I don't know. Google went from a $60-some-odd IPO to well over $1,000 plus a share before it split. I think it split a couple times since 2003. Had I put that money on Google, I promise you I would not be on this Zoom today. I would be in Cancun, Mexico, butt-ass naked with a banana behind my ear doing something I got no business. That's what I would be doing, okay? However, I'm here because God said you weren't ready to have that much money. Why do I tell y'all this story? I tell you this story so you don't pop off of this Zoom and go ask someone that has less money than you about something that they didn't even see. to ask the opinion of someone. What do you think about this? They're going to tell you exactly what they think. It's a thought. You need to pull out those two $10 bills. That $10, $5, and 5 ones. Something that you waste anyway. We spend it at the Waffle House. We spend it on a pair of socks. Some of y'all got $700 belts, $1,000 red bottoms, all sorts of stuff that you've got inside of your life. Locking in a spot at 20 bucks and having this opportunity that could change your life is a complete no-brainer. So here's what I'm going to tell everybody today. It's time. This is not hype. It's time, because a lot of you know that I haven't called you in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. Because it's only when it's time to call, it's got to be really, really real. That's why we flew out to Vegas, to make sure to validate every single thing before we decided to take a cosign. It's your time to do something about it. Get with all the people that you know. At least you can put it in front of them. Allow them to make the decision. If they say yes, great. If they say no, great. Either way, it's okay. At least you know that you gave them the opportunity. Because Mark just told you, 13,000 people in 24 hours. 13,000 people in 24 hours. How many of them are on your team? How many of them do you want on your team? Now's the time, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the opportunity. So with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for your time. I hope you really, 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 truly take to heart what's happening here today, and something that could really, truly be epic inside of your life, and take it extremely serious. Let's get focused, put our heads down, and change the lives of a significant amount of people around the world. With that being said, God bless you all. Thank you so much for your time. We will see you on the next Zoom. And remember, tomorrow we start the Blitz. So to check out the Blitz schedule, go to Epic, go to what is it? Launch. Hold on. Let me pull it up here real quick. I believe it's launch.epic. Let me make sure before I say the wrong thing. Launch. Yes, launch.epictrading.com. So launch.epictrading.com. You'll see the full-blown Blitz schedule. You'll see the Zoom link that you can put people on those Zooms all day long and allow this opportunity to change their life and to change yours along the way. With that being said, God bless you all. We'll see you on the next Zoom. Goodbye for now.